after the game.
Thank you very much, Justin. Back in Tuscaloosa, where Tennessee trailing by 6. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tennessee trying to snap this 8-game skid. Alabama had lost 5 in a row until picking up 2 wins in their midweek contest. Matter of fact, Bama in a stretch where they're going to play 5 games in 5 straight days. Don't see that very often, but with this new Thursday night package, not a lot of downtime this week for the Crimson Tide. New pitcher on the mound for the Volunteers. You might recognize this name. It's Dalton Saberhagen, Calabasas, California, a freshman. And if you don't recognize the name, if you follow baseball, you might recognize the face, the son of big-time, big leaguer Brett Saberhagen.
In Knoxville last weekend, his dad came out throughout the first pitch. Looked like he still got it. His brother Drew played for Todd Riley when he was down in Western Carolina. Dalton just a freshman, but been impressive so far. Left-handed with great numbers here.
First pitch, a strike to Jared Reeves. It's 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Tide here to face Saberhagen. Saberhagen with a nice 1.8 ERA. Caught at first. Lyles will record the out.
Saberhagen pounded his own like his dad used to. That last name, you know, he's going to throw a ton of strikes.
There's another one. Taylor Dugas. Fouled out of play. Dugas looking for his first hit in the number 3 hole tonight. His first game, SEC game as the number 3 man in this lineup this season. 0 for 3. Left a couple runners out there as well tonight. He didn't walk his last time up back in the 6th. Second consecutive time. Will that be a hit or an error? We are waiting for the score. They'll say it's an E5.
Yeah, we saw some of Dugas earlier at bats tonight. At breaking ball, he was trying to pull out to center field in an early at bat. This time, I love the approach. When the hands come in, I know this is an error, but the balls get really hard to the third baseman Duffy. If it's to one side or another, it's probably a hit. But I'm more impressed with just the approach that Dugas had there. Facing the left-hander, stayed on it, get it right on the button down to third.
Strike 1. It's 1-1. Alabama tonight with these 13 hits, hitting .419. Overall, they're 13 out of 31 at the plate. Popped him up a mile in the air. Andrew Toll sees it this time and makes the catch. Out number 2. Dugas turned to first. You know, Saberhagen on the mound is a young man that didn't throw a lot of innings as a senior in high school. Just a freshman out of California. You know, he started at first base, was supposed to be the team's closer, but it was only limited to 3 innings as a senior. He tore his labrum in that first game of the season. So he hadn't thrown a whole lot of innings. Basically, he's got a young arm. Fresh, if you will. Looks like he's got pretty good stuff.
He know he's going to have an idea to pitch. I mean, you grow up in that setting. You learn how to pitch just from being around his father. His brother played college baseball as well, and you've seen it so far. He's controlling 3 pitches, breaking ball on the inside part of the plate. He's throwing that breaking ball in the blue to get in on the hands of right-handed hitters, too.
And the crowd responded. And the reason he did that was earlier in the game, he came breaking in on a fly ball and lost it. The ball landed 25 feet over his head. 2 runs came in to score. There were 2 out in the inning, but the crowd gave him a nice little ovation when he made that catch. And he acknowledged. Having a little fun, the freshman out of Fayetteville, Georgia, still with a little smile.
I like that. Told the kid they're really excited about him. And they think he's got a chance to do some pretty special things in Knoxville.
The 1-1. That's in there for a strike, 1-2.
Him up in the lineup. The 2-1 we were down there last weekend. He was hitting towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting 8th or 9th for Todd Riley's club. Kid that can really run. Certainly be able to lay a bunt down. They threw him out today, but still was a pretty good bunt down to third base.
First, there are 2 down. Another fly ball. Tolles runs over to left field to make the catch. See if the crowd gives him a standing ovation. There are a few folks on their feet down the line and left. Got a question for you. Can you name 2 Alabama Major League Baseball Hall of Famers? Think about that when we come back.